What is up, everyone? So today I got something very serious to talk to you about, which is why I got all dressed up and combed my hair. Something that I don't think is appreciated the way that I think it should be. Today, I want to talk about defending. Go! No, not that kind of defending, because if you have to leave your feet to make a play, your positioning wasn't good enough to begin with. But I say this begrudgingly because it is a pretty awesome feeling to make a clean tackle. I mean, isn't that right, Leo Messi? Yeah, that's right, sucker! I got you! Boom! Roasted! Also, show of hands, how many people have you seen get a clean tackle on Leo Messi? Oh, wait. I don't think there's too many. Anyway, with Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho coming under some heavy criticism for playing negatively because he thinks defensively first when he arranges and instructs his team, I thought to myself, United have 9 clean sheets in their 13 games this season. They've given up the least amount of goals in the Premier League while scoring the second most, which puts them 2 points off the top in the league, and they are leading their Champions League group with 3 wins out of 3 games. So what's the problem? Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I mean, does Italy have to give back the World Cups that they won because their very defensive style of play, also known as Catenaccio, helped them earn those trophies? Oh, here you go. Apparently the people weren't entertained when we won this, so I just want to give it back. No, of course not, because why should they be punished for flawlessly executing a clearly successful game plan? They shouldn't. So I lay the blame on their opponents for not being able to break them down. It is your fault, opponents. You talk a big game about wanting to play beautiful and wanting to entertain, while they just want to win. Because to the Italians, defending is an art form, a philosophy for life. And if someone else besides the Italians has learned how to perfect this art, like Jose Mourinho clearly has, then this should be applauded, not derided, because Jose Mourinho has figured out how to win. So if you want him to change, then you need to beat his team. The problem is, he can adapt and tinker his philosophy to perfectly counter what other teams are trying to do to beat his team so they can't beat him. And the even bigger problem is, for everyone else, is that he now has so many high-quality players at his disposal, he can adapt to any team and any style that he's going up against. Now, I know where your head is at right now. I know what you're thinking. But why can't his teams play beautiful and win? Why does it have to be one or the other with this guy? But isn't executing a game plan perfectly a beautiful thing? Do any of his players look unhappy when they walk off the field with a victory? If so, I haven't seen it. Or for example, if you're a Chelsea or Roma fan, would you prefer the 3-3 draw that you guys had yesterday, or a hard-fought 1-0 win that gets you the 3 points that you need to qualify for the Champions League knockout rounds? Now sure, that game yesterday was incredibly exciting and I wish they could have played for another 90 minutes. But what matters to you? Telling your friends that your favorite club won the league? Or telling your friends that, like, well, we didn't win the league, but man, were we fun to watch. Now don't get me wrong, I want what you want. I want to watch a team that values possession and looks for the beautiful pass every single time, like say Arsenal. Or to watch a team that goes flying forward, high pressing, always trying to make something happen, like say Liverpool. So I assume the supporters of these two clubs are a super happy group of people. I mean, they must be, right, if entertainment was what it was all about. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here because I feel like this is a pretty good jumping off point. So please hop in the comments and give me your thoughts, because I feel like some of you might be a little triggered right now, and I want your raw emotion as you're slamming those keys going, that's like a slow motion version of what I think you guys do. And then I'll be hopping in as well doing the same. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Also, I had big visions about getting out my dry erase board and breaking down individual defending versus collective defending, and where I believe teams should try and trap the ball so they can counter the other way, and how high you should hold your line when you're playing with a back 4 versus when you're playing with a back 3, because it is different. But then I thought, you know what? Nah, I mean, they don't want to hear me drone on and on about the nerdy stuff that I love about the game. So maybe I'll save that for another time if you're up for it, of course. And one last thing, it would mean a great deal to me if you guys hit like and subscribe, because that's how us warm ballers high-five each other on the YouTubes, okay? I make the content and you guys show your appreciation by going clickety-click, click, 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 and then we all live happily ever after. Or at least that's what it says in the books and in the movies. And speaking of warm ballers, and this is really the last thing, new merch is dropping next week, so be on the lookout. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Later.